All right. Joining us from what looks to be actually a fantastic setup, Brooke Wells. Thanks for spending some time with us this afternoon.
Of course, it's good to see ya.
It's good to see you too, my friend. We were kind of talking before the camera started rolling. You're not alone. You actually you're in
No.
confinement here. But you've got some friends with you. Tell me about your situation.
So I have 2 roommates, one of my good friends named Brittany and another friend named Jane, and then I got my twin sister to come down and all this kinda, like, kicked off, to stay quarantined with me. So, we got a little good group to try to keep us entertained over here.
I have to say, from an outsider looking in, it looks like you're kind of accomplishing that mission, especially with like the TikTok jams on that I'm only seeing them on Instagram. I'm still not on TikTok yet, but where did that come from? Or how long have you been on TikTok?
Honestly, I was kind of, like, not into TikTok until this whole thing happened, and now I'm like, "Okay, well, now that I don't have anything to do, it's kind of, like, fun to just, like, learn new dances and just kind of, like, have fun with your friends," and that's what we're up to right now.
So was the you, Tia, and Katrin, was that your debut also?
Yeah, that was my debut for sure. I think that was the first one that we all made, so that was pretty fun.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to watch. So thanks for that. But I also saw on your page, it was interesting. You had like you waving at the games, and you're like, bye to pretty much everything that we do, and it had a little bit of a serious tone to it as well, though, which was, hey, this is a crazy situation that we find ourselves in. Like, how is your headspace? How are you dealing with it?
I think I'm doing pretty good. I'm kind of just, like, trying to find the good in this and, like, it's kind of like the world is on a pause, I feel like, so I'm trying to, like, take advantage of that and just, like, use this time to really, like, relax, get something that, like, I normally wouldn't have time to do, and just, like, kind of just keep my regular day going about the same that it has been, same routine, and, like, just not trying to, like, think about this all the time and just live a normal life with just a few things that you can't do here and there, go out to eat and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. Uh, what about it? Like, do you have a full setup where you can kind of keep yourself on the same training program?
Yeah, so I've still been doing, like, 2 sessions, trying to, like, train like this isn't going on right now, but, I definitely don't have access to, like, everything. A C2 bike and an assault bike and then, like, some barbells and weights, but, like, I don't have, like, I don't even have a pull-up rig or, rings or anything, so I feel like I'm in the same boat as a lot of other people, but there are so many different kind of workouts that you can do with what you have, so that's kind of been, like, fun to
Yeah,
explore.
yeah. I just talked to a million people today. I feel like, but we were kind of laughing earlier, and was talking to Tia and Kat actually about. It seems like everyone's popped up, and you can almost tune in like 24 hours to someone's live
Yeah.
workout.
Yeah.
And it may be CrossFit, but there's something to do all the time.
Yeah.
Have you kind of gotten on any like online classes?
I haven't really tuned into other people's that come on Sunday. We kinda did, like, a little active recovery EMOM, but it has been really cool to, like, see all these different things that you can do, and you don't have to not work out just because the gym isn't available, so that's been really cool to see other people, just, like, inspiring
Yeah.
others.
How's your I find it interesting, like people like yourself, games athletes who are typically working towards some goal, whether it be in the near future, like what sanctionals were, and most of those obviously have been postponed, and now there's these huge question marks about the games. How are you keeping yourself motivated to train,
Um,
or are you keeping yourself
yeah, I
motivated
think
to
I
train?
really am. I'm kind of like I think a lot of people aren't motivated to train right now, and it kinda makes me, like, more motivated because, my mindset is just kinda like, while everyone's not motivated, get ahead of everyone, you know? So that's kinda been, like, my
Yeah,
headspace in training is, like, and I'm also just not thinking about there not being a games, especially because like, that hasn't been announced yet. It is definitely a question mark, but I'm just training like that's not a question, and, like, the games are still gonna be in August.
yeah. Um, been around CrossFit for a long time. Like you brought in by your family as a kid almost, so I'm sure you've seen the community come together in
Yeah.
creative ways to kind of support each other. Um, with that in mind, kind of what excites you about things like this united in movement type situation, and yeah, like how'd you get roped in?
Well, it's like see how I feel like people take for granted like going to the gym every day, and then when it's taken away from you, you really realize how important that is to your everyday routine. And so like seeing all these gyms struggling financially because of what has happened is just like really hit me hard. And like I know that my gym's also struggling and it breaks my heart to see that. And so like any way that I can help like my gym and other gyms around the world, um, just like not be affected by this as much is so inspiring me to like get involved into this and like just try to give back to the community and the time that people get the most.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really hard to see.
Um, how you folks doing? You-
They're good.
Good.
Yeah, they're being healthy, and I wish like so bad I could go see them, but like I just don't even think that like that is safe. So being a lot, taking this like downtime to really like catch up with my family over the phone and get to hang out with my
Is
sister.
there like anything else that kind of jumps out because there is a lot of downtime, right? Obviously,
Mhm.
um, has anything else kind of jumped out, like lessons you learned about yourself, or you just kind of taking it one day at a time?
Yeah, I'm honestly just kinda taking it one day at a time. I feel like, it's only been about 2 weeks, so, like, it's still kind of new, and I feel like that it's just gonna keep getting harder, like, because I feel like the first week, it was almost, like, kind of nice to have a break, like, "Oh, I get to just, like, relax and not like I have to do all these social things and stuff," but now it's starting to be like, I miss my friends, I miss my gym, I miss, like, doing activities out of just staying home, so I'm sure, like, over the next month, I'll start to really deep and learn some stuff.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I'm sure that it's like it's really cool that you have your roommates and your sister there to kind of support one another. But obviously, the status and position that you hold as a professional athlete, I know that people really look up to you. So, are people reaching out and asking for advice, and whether they are or not, what advice do you have for like people who are tuned in and maybe they're maybe they're having a less or a less easy time with this?
Yeah, I mean, I would just say to, like, find a positive in this situation. I think the worst thing that could come from this is, like, it all happening and you not use this time to really, like, grow and try to, like, see and learn from this. So I think that that's, like, a big thing is just, like, learning from this. Like, we're all in this together. So I think it's just pretty cool to, come together and, I also just think that people should, like, um, keep their same routine, don't get super down, like, if they get bored, like, go move for a little bit, like, do an activity around the house or chores or just, like just try to keep yourself, in a positive headspace for sure.
Yeah, yeah. Easier said than done, but it's definitely fun to have channels like yours that we can tune into.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that we'll be calling on you this weekend because I'm not sure how much you know, but we're going to broadcast for like 24 hours starting from Friday
Yeah.
night until Saturday night. It's going to be pretty nuts. So don't be surprised if you see us on the caller ID and maybe
Yeah.
even get you to work out with the people.
I'll be looking forward to that for sure.
All right, Brooke. Hey, it's great to hear from you and hugs to you guys. And we'll be thinking about you and hopefully check in with you this weekend as well. Thanks for your time.
Alright, sounds great.